Alrighty, good morning everybody, 0101 here, how's it going? And we're back. In the last episode, we managed to get some of our iron stuff going down, doing its thing. We also split off some of our copper, so we have 120 going down. That means 120 are going to be left up here for other things if we need it. And then we also have our limestone going down as well. And then in the last episode, we pretty much put together this super basic, slow, it's supposed to be slow. I didn't mean this to make like millions and millions of parts per second. But slow thing to sort of get us at least some basic parts going, right? Okay, so we have extra stuff over here, right? So we have all of this, and that's going to be, let's see, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Just 150? Okay. So then, if we've only got 150 coming out of here, that means that we were only using... what, like 80? No, 240? No, 90. Yeah. We were only using 90 for all that. That's kind of crazy. So we could do all of that again, like all of that again, and still have more pieces and parts, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, what we need to do here is get some production for our rotors. Now, I don't want to have any extra parts left over. I mean, I can have extra iron, that's fine, but I don't want to have like extra parts left over for doing that. So we're going to try to make this as exact as we can, and we're just going to have one assembler making the pieces and parts for the rotor. So if we look at a rotor, and I need to go and find one of these. Do I have one built? Probably not. Okay, so production assembler, we need rotors. Let's see, this is why we need rotors. Okay, so production craft bench. That is not where you're supposed to... Sorry, hiccup. That is not where I was supposed to go, but okay. Then for that, I need more rods. Rods, come here. Okay, can I make 4? Good. And as always, well, not always, I should say, sometimes I don't have it, but drink for the day is Monster Energy Zero Ultra, and it is delicious. But this is not sponsored by Monster, although that would be amazing if they did. Okay, so what do we need to make this? We need iron rods, we need screws. To make screws, we need more iron rods. Okay. So if we need 100 screws per minute, that means we're going to need 3 assemblers for screws. And then I think that makes... yeah, 15 per minute. Okay, so we're going to need 2 of these for iron rods, and then we're going to need... well, we're going to need a lot more than that. Okay, hang on. 15 per minute. That requires... I need to look at this constructor as well. Okay, I need... okay, what do you need? You need 10 per minute to make 40. So we're going to need at least 30. But it's not actually 30. It's going to be 80, 100. Okay. 2.5 times this, so 25 iron rods to make the screws. Okay. So we're going to need to make 45 iron rods. Okay. And And then if we go into here and we look at iron rods, that makes 15 per minute. So we need exactly 3 of these things making iron rods. Does that seem right? I think that's right. It sounds right. Okay. So what we need to do here now is run some of this stuff over here. And I think I can take off one of these because this makes 30, right? Yeah, 30 per minute, and then this takes 15. Oh, it takes 10. Okay, so then one of these can run 3 of these. Okay. And that one's already set up, so we're gonna need to do something like this. Okay, so that will make iron rods, this will make iron rods, this will make iron rods. Okay, so that'll give us our 45 iron rods that we need. Okay. So let's go into here, get this thing going, and I need more iron rods. What are you making? Iron rods, good. I'll take those. Okay. So we're going to tie 3 of these together from one of these. So that'll feed down into here. Okay, so if we take this one off. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take this off, take that off, right? Did I just pick up? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay. So we need to split this off 3 ways into these here. So I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to run a splitter. With the feed in the back. And then we need to run it under here. I don't know if that might not be close enough. Okay, let's move it one more closer. Splitter. Okay. So I think that will work. And then we need to go with this guy here. Okay, so that fits in there quite nicely, actually. And then this needs to be able to fit into here. So let me see. So we're going to put this. Do we want to go back one? Well, if I put it here, is that going to connect? I have no idea. It might not. It does. Okay, good. And then if we go into here, grab the belt. Okay. So I think we have to do this a little bit different just to make everything kind of squeeze in here. So that is a nice bend right there. That's what we want. And then if we take this, just make sure that can hook up there, and that should be going into there, I think. It's a little clippy, but I think it'll be okay. And then we have room to run through here, which I think will be okay. So then we need this guy to run out this way, and then this guy to run this way. I don't like that though. Okay. Okay, so if we need this to go here, and then we can take this and make that go into there. Is that a nicer bend? It is not. Okay. So we might need to rethink this just to get everything to work. Let's see. And we need some more plate anyways, so should be these ones. Good. All right. And then you need to be that, and then you need to have that. Okay. So another way that I could do this is to put everything back here. And that way I'll kind of know for sure that everything will work. So if we do that, okay, then we can take this guy, just run it through here as we normally would. And then, let's see, so if we want that to be, I suppose it doesn't really matter. 1, 2. Okay, so that's bringing bars through here. And now, if we do this guy, having it go back this way, I'll have it go back one more. Okay. And then we need this guy. Okay. Now, hopefully, we can get this thing to go on here and then actually feed out properly here. Yeah, so that's nicer. Okay. And now we need to run this thing. Is that where that's gonna go? I don't know. Yes, okay. And then we'll run this thing to here. Okay, so now we'll have 30 coming off of here, which will then get split up into 10, 10, and 10, which is what these need. Okay, and then we have also reduced what we're getting out of this. So now it's just 120 out of here, so that's good. Okay, so with this we're gonna have 45 of the rods going through doing their thing, right? We need to have 20 of those 45 going into here to make the rotors, which is going to be kind of a nightmare to try to figure out. And then, let's see, then 15 rods. This needs to change over to screws. Okay. And then we're going to need 25. Yeah, so 25 here, 25 rods, 20 rods here. So 45, yep, okay. Okay, so now I need an additional 3 constructors. And I just happen to have enough room for 3. It's gonna make the belt work a little weird, but that's fine. I mean, you're not gonna see it anyways, right? So it doesn't really matter. That's just gonna be off no matter which way I do it. So, okay. And that's actually not where that needs to go anyways. So, do one here, we'll do one here, and we'll do one here. Okay. Okay, so this needs to go this way. All right. Now that I've got a little bit of room to work, is that, why does that look weird? Okay, so we can put that there. And then this should work. Okay. And then this should also work. Okay, and then you need to make screws. You also need to make screws. And then I need you to be making screws as well, but I only need you to run at 50%. Okay. And then we need this guy in there. Okay. And then that can go there, feed into there. And then we just need to get a little bit of power over here. Okay. So that's all of these things now doing their thing. Okay, and then I'm going to put the outputs on here as well so I know where they've got to go. I wonder if that would line up. It would be nice if I could keep everything kind of... I need to reverse this. And it does. Okay. Perfect. Now we can keep everything nice and in line as far as like the outputs go. And then also the inputs are all in line as well, which is kind of amazing. All in line, even though we've got furnaces up there and we've got constructors here, so pretty cool if I do say so myself. And of course this is going to line up no problem. Alright, so that is all good. So now we need to figure out how to get all of this to do what we want it to do. Okay, so we got room enough for one more assembler over here. And because I don't want to make even more rotors, we're just going to take that one. What kind of spacing do we have here? Okay, so it's basically starting there, but like a full block after the end. Okay, good. Assembler output goes this way, and we can do that there. And that can go there, there, and there. Okay. That can go there. And this. Does that not want to work there? Wait, why is this a Mark II anyways? Okay, so it doesn't like it right there. Why you no click? It's not clicking for me. Is this like one of those times where it actually does connect, but it just doesn't do the auditor or audio whatever thing? Oh, now it's working. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Anyways, so we've got that. We can set this thing up on rotors. Good to go. Okay, so now to feed the beast here. So we're going to have the rods coming off of those three, which now need to be sort of brought together. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so we can do this kind of the same way that we split everything previously. So let's see, so merger, and we want the output to go kind of this way, and I'm going to push it out one, just to make the bending of everything basically work a little better. Okay, so now we need this guy to go here. We need this guy to go there. we need that guy to go there. Okay, so there is no real good way to split these things up, unfortunately, because they're coming out at 15. So it's like no matter what I do, I mean, unless I, but that would be nasty. And then that can go over there. Is that kind of in line? Okay, good. All right. So we've got 45 coming off. And then we're going to need to somehow get all of these things to sort of bind together. And move out, which is going to be interesting. Okay, so if I did a merger here on this guy, had the output going out this way, we'll give it a little extra space. How is the belt going to run? Way out here. I don't love that. Okay, so if we have these run into each other then, is that the correct place for it? Yes, okay. And we'll have this one run into here. Okay, so that's taking all of those screws and putting them together and having them pump out this way. Okay, so let's see. Is there a way to get these to go the other way? There is not. Okay. Okay, so how do you split 45 into 20 and 25? It's a great question. I don't have the answer for it. Okay. So what we can do here is we can run a splitter here and just have these things kind of feed up. That way I just need to run one line in here. Okay, so we need rods to go into here, and then we have screws coming out here, and then, let's see, and then we need more rods to be going into here. Okay, I might be able to do something a little nasty, but it might work. And then this is basically meaning that we have to rely on the overflow method. And then we can get this to go, let's see, 1, 2, and run up the side here. Okay, like that. And then we could run, actually, hang on. Okay, then we would need a merger here. The output going that way. Okay. And then this would pump directly into there. Okay, so that's screws coming out here. This is screws coming out here. Okay. Okay, so if that's there, then we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that nice double curve in there. Okay. And now we need to feed our rods. Some of them will have to go this way into here. Okay. And then some of them need to go back there. And there isn't really any room for that. No, not without going over other belts. I mean, we can go over other belts. That's not really an issue. I don't like to do that, but we can. All right, so let me grab one of these small metal pillars. I'm kind of stick this in the middle here. And then let's see, then we need logistics, conveyor, wall mount thing. Okay. All right, now we're gonna run a splitter immediately after this. And then also, where do we have to connect it in at? Over here. Okay, so we want to make it so that way we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to go exactly in line with this thing. Okay, that's output, that is input. Did I put that in there wrong? I think I put that in there wrong. Okay. Splitter, sir. There we go. Okay, so then this is going to go and flip back up onto here, which I think does not make that. Okay. Can we move this back? I don't think that's going to make a difference. Oh, that does make a difference. Okay. Get it done. Okay, so then that's going to run back that way, and then this is going to run up into here. Okay. Okay, logistics, Mark 1. That goes there. That into there. Okay. So this is going to split off this way. It's going to fill up probably that thing first, and then we can worry about getting it all the way back here. So let's see. So we need to put this... We need to get it over there. Okay. Okay, small metal. Put this in the middle. All right. And then logistics. There we go. Get this guy going. And then we'll take that from here, run that over to here. And then from here... okay, so if we're over here... Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, that's not correct, sir. Does that look? It still looks off. But it's fine. So that can now go into there. Okay. So that should start feeding in all of these things. Okay, so that is now making screws. And then do we have this being fed? We do not. Okay, so we need to get some of these to go into here. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I can't put a splitter up on this line because then it'll pop up through the floor. Plus it won't look good either. So I'm thinking I have to bring it down. So logistics, splitter. Okay, so that's got to go in here this way. And we need it to feed into there, and then also it needs to pop back up. Okay, so it's got to be kind of in line here. Kind of off center a little bit. And then it also has to pop back up again. That might be too close. Okay, so splitter. So if we run this here, so that just makes it go up over that line, and then we can split this line this way. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, should be here. Okay, slide under please, thank you. Okay, then that needs to go up onto there, but we need it to go up onto there a little bit faster. Okay, so I mean, I could put in another metal pillar here. That should be mostly out of the way of everything. Actually, we can move it up one. Okay, metal pillar, up one. There we go. Good. And then we take another one of these wall mounts, throw it up onto here. Are you gonna let me get over here? Sir. Other side, please. Okay. Now we can run over here onto here. Okay. So, a little bit of spaghetti down here, but that's okay. We don't have any clipping, so you can see that does... Okay, the item clips a little bit, but the belt doesn't. Okay, so I'm kind of okay with that. And then we've got everything fed that needs to be fed. Yeah, and then we have all the screws coming out. These screws aren't going anywhere, though. Because they aren't being accepted here because this has no power. Okay, easy enough. Okay, now we should start seeing those screws move. Good. Oh, and then also... this needs to be a Mark II belt. Which means that this needs to be a Mark II lift. Okay. I think that is decent. All right, so that should be running everything that we need it to run. We also now have the issue of getting the rotors out there somehow. Oh, hey, and we're finally overflowing with our reinforced plates. So that's cool. And then I should be able to just swap this out for a 3 without it complaining too much. Okay, so now we just need to run the rotors through here. Not too difficult. All right, so if we run this out from here, and then we need this thing, let's see, architecture, middle pillar. Okay, so let's see, so 1, 2, okay, so that's where that's gonna have to go. And then we want it to be kind of in the middle, right? Or does this have to be back one? It's kind of hard to gauge because these, I think this doesn't exactly put it off like it would normally. So like this is center here. Okay, now let me bring this back, put one here. Sir. Okay. And then if we went back into logistics and we put another one here. Okay, see, so it's not exactly center. So this is center, and then that right there is the center of the belt. So you can see that it is a little bit off center, but it's closer than the other one. So we're gonna go with this. That has to run up like that. And then we're gonna run this all the way down, and then that is basically up on the line. Okay. And then we can just run another pillar here. Logistics, wall mount, there we go. Now that can go to here. And then this can go, hell, we can probably just put it right here, right? And then run that out to there. I mean, I would have liked this to probably drop down a little bit sooner, but you know what? It's fine. So we got those going through, doing the thing. We've got rotors unlocked now. And we're not trying to make like a million of these things. Oh, and I need to make a beacon. I need... should I just go up and use the one up here? And probably would be easier. And I need a better way to get down here too, other than just, you know, falling through the floor. Okay, I need another beacon. Beacon? Beacon? You're not letting me make a beacon? I need plate. Okay. Let's see, plate. Good enough. All right, beacon. So the reason why I need this beacon here is because I need to leave a note for myself to let me know how much iron bars I did not use. And then I also have to bring those out through here somehow. Not sure how that's going to work exactly. I mean, run it under this, I guess. Okay, so let's redo this a little bit. Then we'll put this, okay, so that to there. And then we'll run this to here. Oh, that's still gonna, I'm hoping to run this under and just run it straight out. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is all of our extra bars that we're not using. And I wanted this to kind of go over that. So let me see if I can do a little extension here. Is that going to be kind of in the way of everything? Yeah. It kind of is. And then is that all the way up against the belt there? Yeah. So I mean, it'll be fine, I think. And I just double place that. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so that needs to go onto there. That can now go onto here. I don't like it. Okay. So then let's change it up a little more. Okay, so we need this to go kind of here, I guess. For some reason my nose is now running, which is weird. Okay. So if we do this, and we get rid of that, and we get rid of that, and then we wrap this thing around the corner. Okay, we still keep our nice lines here, but then that doesn't want to go in there. And that's just because I can't afford it, I think. All right, good enough. Okay, so now this can go. That's not exactly what I want, but so long as it's getting the job done. I mean, it kind of comes back a little bit and then goes around, but that's because like this right here, this distance here between the edge of the belt there and where the edge of the belt is here, this is the difference between the offset of this wall-mounted thing, and that's about half of what this thing can move in a single jump, right? So even if I were to move this edge here would move to here as the next clipping point, or the sticking point, or whatever you want to call it to, or call it, I don't know, I can't talk. And then the distance that is actually offsetting us is actually half of that distance. So even if you did move this over, you would still have a weird like angle thing. But at least this way, we're not clipping here, we're not clipping there, we're not clipping here, and we are still getting everything to where it needs to go. So, all right, so what I want to do here is I'm going to run all of that directly over into here. And we're going to have that come out right here. And I think we had, what was it, 90 left over? So let me just, what button am I looking for? Okay, this guy here. How did you... Dude, that's not even where I was pointing. Okay. Go. And you didn't pick it back up into there. Okay, sir. And now you put it in the wall. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Back up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be iron. I think it's 120. Oh, and I hit the wrong damn button. Grr. Okay, sir, just work with me here just for a couple seconds. It'll be over real quick, okay? Iron bar 120 out. Enter. Okay. And then when I get signs, I'll use signs because that'll probably make this a lot easier. Okay. So now I get to figure out how to get this thing to lift up. And you guessed it, we're going to be using a pillar again. I think I want to push this in a little bit if I can. Okay, and then we will bring it right back down at this point. And then how far in are we? One past the line. Okay. That seems way too far. Okay. Anyways, so that can now go there. This can now go here. And then we can bring this back down. And have that run out. And then if this is, in fact, 90 out, this needs to be a Mark II belt. And I need more of that. Luckily, we have more of that. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Mark II, and that's going to take 11, and I have not 11. Okay, just take what we've got here. Okay, now, Mark II, there we go. And then I do want to verify that I do have 90 coming off of here, or 120. So, okay, so here's 30, 60, 90, 120. I'm just gonna make this a Mark III belt just because reasons. Okay. So there we go. So 120 coming out. So we only used half of what we had here, and we have all of the basic parts done. I think I would call that a success. All right, so next thing. A little bit of decoration, sprucing things up a bit. Let's see, so that needs to go this way to here at least. I'll throw a corner. And I need more rods. Okay, so that'll be these guys here. Thank you. Okay, so that will now work for that. We have this area looking beautiful and clean up on top and an absolute mess down at the bottom, which I'm kind of okay with. And then we have 120 coming out. Yeah, so that can stay there. That lets us know kind of what we've got going on. We've got rotors being made, we've got reinforced plates being made, we've got modular frames being made. Okay, so that's it for all of the basic stuff. We are going to have to move all of this up into storage somehow. It's going to be fun. Okay, so let's see here. So we've got all this. We've got our extra coming out. We've got our maze of belt work in here. There's very, very little clipping as well. So with as messy as all of this looks, very, very little clipping. And everything just kind of works. Okay, so next thing that we need to do, I think, is going to be our copper production. Now, copper is going to be a lot easier than the steel production because everything basically can be made with assemblers. And yeah, and we're only using 120 copper, so we just got to figure out the best way to kind of divvy that up. And then we also have to bring these things through, which is going to be interesting. Is that really where those are? So that's limestone there. That's okay, yeah. And that's where that is. Okay. 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 I keep saying okay. And that's because I'm just trying to figure out how to go about this. So if we do this, okay, first off, how does that compare to that? Okay, so no, we're gonna need to go down like 3 more. So if we go down a 4, right? Sir. Okay, and then if we run a bunch of these little 1 meter foundations here, then we should be able to get the belts to kind of cooperate with us as far as how we want them to kind of operate. So like, for instance, I could, let's see, so that needs to line up with here, and then that's lined up with that, so then we drop it over to here. We can then get rid of this guy, run this over to here, run this over to here, and then we've got a nice 90. Get rid of that, everything runs along the roof, good to go. Or along the ceiling, I suppose. Extra iron, don't need it. Extra that, don't need it. I think I need to pick up some more concrete though. So I'll grab another 500. All right. Now this is a 120 line, but I will use the Mark III just to make sure that the parts get to where they need to go as quickly as they can. All right, so that can go here. 1, 2. And then also because I have over 1,000 steel beams, so that is why we're doing that. Ooh, that does not line up. Okay. Sir, that is not what I wanted you to get rid of. Get rid of this. No, no, no. Stop. Okay, so now that is going over where it needs to go. We can now send this down here. And I think we are pulling all of the concrete. Yeah, we're pulling all of the concrete. Okay. Okay, so copper, concrete going through here. We shouldn't have any kind of overlaps, which will be nice. And then I'm gonna kind of give them this area here. And then also the middle is where? Okay, I think this is the middle here. Okay, no, I think we're gonna do that here. Okay, so if we're doing 120 copper, I believe that is 4 foundries. So let's see, so 1, 4. Okay, so that's that. And now we need to run this up into here. Okay. And then, let's see, I need to get rid of this. And then, let's see, so now this needs to go here. 1, 2. And then this needs to go to here. And then into there. Okay, then we can get rid of this. Okay, and then that's all the copper going down into there. Okay. Let's see. So we need the corner piece going off of the edge here. And then this going at least to this point. Honestly, it might actually be easier to push it up to here. Okay. So that's all of that. Good. Okay, so now we go into here and we do the smelters again. Can I get a line? Yes, I can. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then, let's see, we need to run this. No, we can run off of here. Is that? Are these not lined up? These are not lined up. Okay, the line that you gave me, sir, was not the right line. Okay, so let me base it off of this then. And production, smelter. I think that's how that goes, right? Yeah. Okay. And now we should have a line going this way. And by line, I mean that little green line that you can see there. But when you got a lot of stuff going on, you have a lot of green lines, and sometimes the green line that you think that you're using is the right one, but it's actually not the right one. Okay, so we have this. That is not going to play well. I think we have to move it out to here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it'll make that match a little bit better anyways, so I suppose it'll be fine. Walls. Nope. Mark 3 going up to the top. And then this guy going into there. Oh, I put that in there wrong. My bad. Okay, so this needs to be reversed. There we go. Okay, that's better. So now they're in, good. And then we don't need that. think everything else is still decent. Okay. So now this will play well. So we need a splitter to go here. Okay. All right, now we need a lift. Okay, so that's that. Now we just need some power. All right, that looks like to be relatively straight. Okay. And then you just need a recipe. So that's 30 in for each. So times 4 is 120, which is what we're pulling in. So we're going to making all of these. There we go. That should be moving pretty quickly. Okay. Okay, so lots of copper ingots coming in. Alright, so that can go there. Okay, so copper ingots in and out. Okay, so now we need to start figuring out how to divvy up all of our pieces and parts. So let's get a bunch of these things going. I'll start off with at least 4. We're probably going to end up using more. No, I know we're going to end up using more. Okay, so the things that we can make directly out of copper are going to be the plates, or the sheets, I should say, and also the wire. The cable is then made off of the wire. So I know we're going to need a lot of copper sheets. And that takes 20 per minute. Okay, this is going to be kind of nasty. So if we put 3 of these, okay. Let me see how much room I have here. Not much. Okay, I might need to get these to go a little closer. By a little closer, I mean like real close. All right, so that can then go here. 2, 3, 4. Okay. That does not seem right. Why does that not seem right? Is that right? No, they're too close. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, let's try this again. Production, constructor. Good. Okay, so this is going to be the first round of constructors, and the reason why I want to put these so close is because I think I'm going to run the piping for these a little differently. So instead of running this way laterally, we're going to run this way. So we'll have 3 of these making pipe. So that way one of these, well, 2 of these actually are going to feed 3 of these. And then we can kind of run the rest of it out over there on that side, and we'll kind of figure out what we can do, I guess. Let's see. So next thing is to connect this. Now that's going to make the front, you know, like these are going to be like really close to each other as well, but I'm planning on having splitters under here and then feeding this way. So we'll run a main line out through here, right? And then we'll split off into here, we'll split off into here, and then we'll split off into, you know, the next one. So it's kind of the idea, and then I can take the output, which is going to be here, and then run it out this way. And I think that'll work. I think. Maybe it won't, who knows. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So if we have, let's see, so if we make this here, right, so that takes 20. So 2 of these will feed 3 of these. So I need to make sure that I can fit 3 of these down this way. And then we've got the 1 there already. Ooh. It's not going to fit. No, that goes all the way out to the edge. And then I need even more beyond that. Okay. And that's pretty much at the edge as it is. Okay. Okay, so they won't fit in that particular orientation, which, you know, is fine. Okay, so if they won't fit in that orientation, then all we need to do is just flip them sideways. Right? Makes sense? Sort of? Maybe? Kind of? Anyways? Okay, so then if we do it like that, then we would have our inputs be over here. And then we can run these out all the way. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, we'll go here. I think that'll work. Kind of puts us into the middle here, which is not the worst thing in the world. And then additionally, that is kind of centered in there, which is kind of nice. And then, let's see, we need constructor. There we go. And then I would like to have a walkway going through here. All right. And then we can put a railing on here as well. And then I might change this up a little bit. So let me see, if I do this, and then I do this, and then I put the stairs here. Sorry. Okay, so now if we need to, I can still get all of that up to the ceiling. And then that gives me a little bit of room to move around here, which I think I'm going to do over here as well. Okay, so this goes to... Oh wait, no, that can only go to there. Then we need the double rail. Then we need this guy. And then this guy has to come out. Now, is that gonna let me get on and off of this thing? I think the answer is no. Or, wait, maybe it will. Yeah, that actually works. Okay, it's a little weird having it, you know, kind of right where it is, but, you know, it's fine. It's cool, we can make it work. And it's like we have kind of like a shared kind of path going through here, which is nice. And then we have, you know, enough room for a person between where this ends and that starts, so I'm kind of okay with that. You, sir, are in the totally wrong place. Okay. So let's see what else we can do here. Okay, so now that we have a railing here, next thing is to throw these on. Okay, so now if we take these and we make these, make the copper sheets. So we're gonna need 3 of these. And I don't know if I need the copper sheets more than anything else necessarily. I mean, I think I am, so I should probably double up my my copper sheet production. So we'll use a full half. So 60 copper coming in will go directly into making sheets, and then the remaining 60 I'll split up between wire and cable because I'm not going to need as much of that. But I mean, with the pipes and like how many pipes you're going to need so much like copper sheets, it's ridiculous. Okay. So let's get this started. and more plate. If you don't mind, sir. Thank you. All right. Oh, and I got a comment on some of my videos here saying that I always go over the top with my builds. So that's, I guess I'll take that as a compliment. It's just silly, I think. I mean, my builds aren't that over the top, are they? I mean, they're big, yeah, but that I've seen crazier stuff. Okay, so let's get this thing started with all of this so we can start making the things. Okay, so our output is here. We're going to combine both of these outputs into the middle, which actually works out really nicely. Okay, so give me a merger. We'll pump it out this way. Is that correct? I feel like that's correct. It is correct. Okay, good. Now we'll take this guy, have that go into there, have that go into there. Okay, so now we have all of this going out to here. And now all we need to do is just run the inputs into here. I am going to move this over a little bit, just in case I need the space. Or what I could do, actually, if I wanted to feed this equally, is we'll run this right here. No, right. I don't know if I like this. I don't think I like this. No, I think overflow, I think, would make a simpler work of the belts, which I think is probably more important. But the question is, can we get a belt to go from here to there? No, we cannot. Why? And then if we try to go over here to the end, then it'll kind of do like a little swoopy thing. Not a fan of little swoopy things. Okay, so if I were to move this closer, does this give me, no, that still doesn't like that. Okay. I don't want to do it this way. This might actually be the best way to do it, given the space considerations. And then that can go to there. That can go to there. Okay, and then we need to run this out to this level. No, one more over. Okay, so that's about as far as that can go. Gives us a nice bend in. Okay. So there is that. All right, and now we can run this to here. And because I know that we have to run it to here eventually, I'm just gonna connect all these up as well. Okay. So now that is taking the 60 and splitting it out equally to make all of these things, which will be fine, I think. But now I have to get all of these to combine. Okay, so let me see. Merger, where's the merger? Okay. No, it's too far. Yeah, it's this thing because it's too far over. Kind of the problem. Is there another way that I could have done this? That would have used up less space. I think so. Okay, so let me get rid of this and all of this. Okay, so not the most glamorous way of doing this by any stretch of the imagination, but it should allow me to keep everything kind of in line. And then we'll have half balance, half overflow, which, you know, should be fine. And then we'll run this thing down that way to feed here. And then we can go from here into here, which should be able to make that bend. Right? Yeah. Okay. So now it'll split here, go into that splitter, which will then feed both of those inputs. And then whatever's left over will go over here and feed that one. And then everything fits kind of where it needs to fit. And then it also leaves me space over here for all of this stuff. Okay. So now we need to combine these. What would be the best way to do this? I mean, we can just leave this here for now, and we'll worry about that after we figure out our feeding over here. Okay, so that's 60 going out over here. And now we need to figure out what we can do with this. I mean, everything has to make wire, right? So what do we need to make the wire? Okay, so that takes 15, so we're gonna need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 3 left over. That takes 60 wire. Okay, but if we go into the wire, this makes what, 30? Okay, so then it's 2 to 1. Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna need 6 more assemblers or constructors. And we're gonna have more than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna have 7. So this one will not be needed. So then if we go with the 4 here to make the wire and we feed those into these two, And then these are going to make the cable. Okay, so that's going to make 30 per minute. Wire's going to make 30 per minute as well. Okay, so there might be a breakdown that we could potentially use here. And we could use all of the constructors. I think that would be interesting. Okay, do I want to have the outputs in the middle? Put inputs over there, maybe? Okay, so we'll do a splitter here to feed these. Is that lined up correctly? Yes. Okay, and then we'll do another splitter here to feed these. Okay, so these will feed up. Okay, and then we just need to run one output this way, and then this output can go into here. Okay, so let's throw these on. Okay, so we need to go here. All right, and then this one I'm gonna bring directly over to here, just to try to save some space here. And that can go into there. Okay, a little bit more wavy than I would prefer, but it does leave me a lot of room here for extra belt work. Okay, so now we have to place the constructors. Sir, can you let me jump up here, please? Thank you. All right, so this can go here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are all going to make wire. And then they all need power as well. I know there's a plug around here somewhere. There we go. That can go to there. It's close enough. Okay, and I think these are already set up to run wire. Good. All right. So let's get the lifts in here. Okay. So now we are making a shit ton of wire. so ins and outs are all done. And this should be making, what, 120 wire, I think? Yeah, 30 times 4 is 120, yep. Okay. And this needs to be set to cable. Okay, so if that takes 60, making 120. Trying to work out the math here. So I do want to have some cable or some wire left over. So I think I'm going to run this one at 50%. Or do I just run just one of these? Then I'll have 60 wire and 30 cable being made. But I want like 3 of these things to be feeding and making into that. So that would be 90, right? So that'd be 60, okay, and then 30, yeah. So I think this, and then would end up with 90 cable and 30 wire. No, 60 wire. No, wait. So if 90 wire is going into here, that leaves us 30 wire left over. Then 90 would make 45 cable. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, get her done. Okay, so let's see. So this is our outputs over here. And let's see. So that's this. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we're going to throw a merger on here. Pump it out towards me. And, okay, so then this can go from here to there. This can go into there. And then we can put another merger out here. And then this one can pump into the merger, and then we can run this directly into there. Okay, and this is our output. I'll just put that there for now, so that way I know that it's there. Okay, and then we'll have our inputs over here, which is going to be interesting with the output being there. So we're going to have something be raised in here, which, you know, should be fine. Okay, so now we have these. So one full thing of this is going to feed one of those over there. Okay. Okay, that can go there. Good. Alright, so now that needs to go and feed one of these two. Okay. Just put that there for now. Okay, and then one of these feeds the other one. And then we'll have some left over. Okay, so let me redo this then. Okay, so instead of coming out from these two, I'm gonna have this one be our output that we keep. And then I'm gonna have these two combine. And they have to go that way, so, okay. So we'll merge here. Shoot it out towards me. Okay, so then we can have this coming out over here. And then we can have this one coming out over here. Then I can kind of keep with this little thing going here, which then allows me to bring this out over to here. Okay, so this is what we're keeping, and then this is what is being pushed over here. Okay, so now I need to run preferably 2 lines through here. So let me see if I can get something in here to facilitate that. Okay, so if that's going to be out to there, I think that'll work. And there. Okay, and then we'll throw these things on here. These are going to overlap, unfortunately, which I don't like, not a fan of. Can I move this over one more? Okay, that's better. Okay, and then I'm going to need a merger over here. And then that's going to be the outputs of the 2 cables. Going here, and then spitting out this way. Okay. Okay, and then we have this output over here, which has to go up onto here. That's not going to happen. Okay, hang on. No, there's no way. To go from here up onto there? No. Okay. And then if I wanted to bring that in, that's going to go right on the center, which is not quite what I want. Okay. Okay, I think we can make this work. And then we'll run this over to here. And that can go there. Okay, so that kind of gets us around this. And then this can go through here. Into there, and then this is going to have to get lifted up. Which shouldn't be too too difficult. Alright, so if I put this over here, kind of fits right in that little corner, which I kind of like. Now the items are going to be clipping through each other, which is fine. I just don't want the belts to be clipping. So that kind of gets us the little lift up there that we need. And then let's see if I can get... Let's see, that's going to be over here. I don't know how that's going to work. If I put a small metal pillar here. I mean, it should be fine, right? I need more plates. Okay, that would be you, right? Thank you. All right. This is just going to look silly. But it'll work, so kind of okay with it. Now, this belt here should be straight if like the wall mounts were, you know, correct. You know, correct spacing and everything, but you can see that there is a very slight angle in there. So I mean that's just how it is. Okay, so now I also need to get the cables up and over. So let me get something in here for that. And then we'll just kind of move it. Or do I lift up? Do you think I should lift up the wire instead and then have that run underneath? Because then they won't really clip through each other so much because of the height difference. But then this might clip through the wall or through the floor. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to fix. I mean, we just had to pump this up a little bit, which we should be able to do. If we stick a pillar kind of right here, that should be enough room. Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Okay, so let's see, get a wall mount over here. Now this should be enough to get up. You can see there's a little angle there, which, you know, is fine. Okay, so now, oh, that just barely makes it under there. I'm actually kind of okay with that. And then if we bring this back down, don't like that. Okay, so how do we make it? So that way this goes where we want it to go. Well, we put a metal pillar here. And then do logistics, throw this on here. That should feed down into there. This should feed over to here. Okay. And then we can run this under here. Of course, this is gonna have to change. Okay, so we're going to lift this up pretty early on. So let me see where we need to put that. We'll run it here. And we'll throw wall mount on there. Have that go up onto here. And then we'll run this around the corner. So we need to make a corner, I suppose. All right, architecture, this has to line up with this. I think that'll work. Logistics, put that in there. Have this make the corner. Okay, so now, let's see. So this needs to go here, because that leaves us room to get around here with that. And then we'll throw on this thing here. That can go there. And we can just have it gradually come down through here. And then we can have this running under. And then that'll clear that quite nicely. No clipping of items, which is good. Check over here. That is not clipping either. Good. See, I mean, like, a lot of people, they don't use those little wall mount things, but they are extremely useful. No clipping into the floor, no clipping of the items. We've got our pieces here, and then we can just pull this straight out. And there's our cable. Perfect. Okay, and now because we have an extra space up here, I'm thinking we could just run these up into here. Have one each, have them go up to the ceiling, call it good. And then we're gonna need to put in a bit more ceiling here. Okay, so that'll be good there. All right. So now we need to go there. And then these can go into there. Nice, easy peasy, goes right in. Ooh, this needs to back up a little bit though. Okay, so then there is our cable going through again. And then this should be able to go directly to here and then into there. And that is all of our pieces and parts coming out and going right up the edge here. All right. So that is all of our copper works done, and I need some more rods. Okay, so that'll be third one over. Thank you. Okay, there we go. So that is our copper production all done. Our outputs will come out here, go to the ceiling, and then go wherever it is that they need to go. All right, and now for concrete production. Now this one is going to be exceedingly easy. All we need to do is just throw them into constructors. So that's going to probably be the smallest one that we've got, or the smallest little mini factory that we've made. So should not be an issue. Okay, so now let's make this look pretty. So we'll just run this all the way over. And then we'll do the same thing over here. And actually, no, in the middle, I don't think I want to use, okay, so hang on. Kind of keeping with the look here. So we solid, solid, open, 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 solid, solid. I mean, granted, it's got a hole through it, but you know, same thing. Then open, open, solid, open, open, solid. Okay, so I think that will work. And then we will do the same thing over here. So I apologize, all you windows, you do not get to stay there. Okay, so solid. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Then 1, 2, and then that can go there. And then this goes there, that goes there, this goes there, that goes there. Okay. So that's all delightful. I do want to take a look at how much power I'm using. I might be getting close to my limit. Oh no, we're not even close yet. Okay, no, we'll be fine. Okay, so concrete. Get her done, right? We'll bring this over here like we did before. I don't know how much foundation I'm gonna need to use. So we've got 240. Let's see, 240 divided by 45, so 5 1/3 constructors. That's like what even is that? That's just weird. Okay, so I mean, how do, like, I think just having this be too wide would be enough. Then we could at least, you know, kind of keep the same, I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, I need to fit 6 on here to take care of all 240 limestone. And then, let's see, so 240 divided by 3 is 80. Is that really all I'm going to get out of that? 80 concrete per minute? I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not very much. I mean, I guess we can just start putting stuff down, right? In line with that, good. Okay, and then this guy can go there. And you will be making concrete. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be kind of a boring build, actually. which, you know, is fine. It's just going to be extremely straightforward. There's not going to be really any complexity to this whatsoever. Okay, so then we'll put that there and there. So if that takes up 2, 2, 2, and then we'll have a little bit left over. So these will be empty at the end. I could put a bit more space in here. So like if I started here instead, and then 1, 2, then that would go to here. And then we can do this last one starting from here and then finish right at the edge here. I mean, that's what it's gonna look like spaced out. Nothing too fancy here, so. And I need cable. Okay, if you don't mind. Oh wow, that's way, 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 way off. Tried spacing it out, but that is terrible. How did I mess it up that bad? Half a block to here. Oh, it's within a block, not... okay, I know what I did. So this fits within 2 blocks, right? So then this would fit within these 2 blocks. Wait. Why does that not look right? You know what? We're just gonna build it normal. Normal spacing. Just looks terrible otherwise. Okay. So then we'll do it here to there, and then we'll do it here to here, and we'll just end up with an extra block left over, or extra foundation left over, which is fine. But mostly I just want this to, you know, look correct. Okay, so that can go there, there. Okay, so I need more plate. Thank you. Okay, and then the last constructor. All right. Okay, so you shall make concrete. You shall make concrete. You shall make concrete. You shall make concrete. And then you shall also make concrete, which you are. And you also. Okay, good to go. so now that needs to go to here, roughly. I suppose we can go off of this one. Okay, everything has power, everything has a plan. Now I just gotta hook it up. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to do this? We're gonna put I want to try to use splitters as much as I can. Well, splitters and mergers, I should say. So this will take in from this side. Okay, and then this will be a set of mergers, which I think I'm going to have point towards the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to have this run out to this side. And then we'll kind of run it out that way. And then this one will run from this side. So let's get a splitter on here. We want it to run kind of in the right direction. Okay, so that will go into there. And then let's see. Oh, and these take 45 each, so these are gonna have to be Mark II belts. Okay. Good to go. And then this thing needs to be a Mark III lift. I'm hoping that's actually connected through. Okay, so foundations, this guy needs to go at least here. All right, and then we're on the edge here, so that means that we need to place one in the middle. Okay, and then we need to see how far we can go with a Mark III belt. I don't think we can go all the way, no. That's fine. Okay, now if that is hooked up correctly, which I'm questioning a bit, that should go right down and start pumping these guys up. Okay, good to go. It's connected. All right, and now we can get rid of all of these. You know what would be kind of cool? If we had like a rack that hangs from the ceiling that we could put these things on, so it would be like this, like the stackable conveyor pole just inverted. And then you like mount it on the bottom of this and it hangs down and you can run like the belt through it. That would be cool. Okay, so that's doing its thing. We have our concrete coming out, good, good. Okay. And then we need to run splitters. Let's see, splitter into here. The input towards me. All right. And logistics, Mark 1, Delios. Okay, and then we would need a splitter here. And then we would need Mark 2 belt going through here, and then a Mark 3 belt going to here. And then we need mergers here with the output towards me. That did not line up correctly, even though it was on a line, sir. Grr. Okay, we good now? Okay. Let's see. Logistics, Mark 1, get her done. Okay, good to go. Okay, so now that's going to be our output again, and then we need to put in a merger over here in this corner, the output facing that way. Now that's going to be making 15, 15 is 30, so we can put that on a 60 belt. And then from here out, we can also put that on a 60 belt, which will work out nicely. Okay, and then we need a splitter. Input towards me. We need these guys. And then we need another splitter over here in this corner. This is actually going to be the last splitter that we need. And then we need a Mark II belt going in. And then we have our last merger going through here. Output towards me. Now it says that that's in the right place. Okay, I guess it is. Okay, that can go there. Okay, and then we need the last merger here. Output going that way. Good. That can go there. That can go there. And then we'll just run this up in this corner. There. Oh, is that the right way? Okay, good. It was the right way. Okay, there we go. That is our concrete all figured out. The belt work for this is quite nice. It helps if you've done belt work like this before, which I have, so just makes everything a little easier. Okay, now for a little bit of decoration. So this, sir, skip 2, and then solid there. Good, 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 good. And then we need some windows. And then we will repeat that over here. So solid, solid, solid. Okay. Now all I need to do is just throw in some railing. Let's see. Here we go. Railing. Oh, hey, you can actually see it come up through here. That's awesome. Okay, so that's all the railing over here on that side. Done. Okay, there is that. Okay. So let's see, we can go from here to here. Stairs going down. And then we'll alternate over here, have the stairs come down on the other side. Corner, T-crossing. There we go. Stairs. Good. So yeah, that's cool that it shows up like that. Does it do that for this? It does not. It does it for that, but not for the other stuff here. What are you? Do you need to be there? Why are you freaking out? Okay, you did need to be there, but it still doesn't answer why you were freaking out. Oh, because you weren't placed in the right place. That's why. Which means that this thing has to come out. Does that mean that that one is freaking out too? Yeah, that one's freaking out too. Okay. So, sir, why are you freaking out? I would prefer it if you did not freak out. Okay, so let's see if it's still freaking out. It is still freaking out. Are they all doing that? They are all doing that. Why? That's weird. Well, I mean, it's whatever. You're not gonna see it unless you're looking for it, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it is kind of obvious if you're walking by here, but is there any way to like cover it up? Probably not, right? Does that work? It kind of does. Yeah, it's not freaking out anymore, so it's just weird. Now, granted, I don't actually want all of that there, so we'll just let it freak out. It's fine. Okay, so we have our copper goods. We have our concrete goods. I wonder... I don't think it would be possible, but no, that's not going to be possible. I was thinking, like, what if we were to, like, just run all of this stuff up through the floor, too, instead of having, like, another thing here. But I think because we're making 6 different products in here, I think having the wall will be fine. I mean, I could... no, I don't even want to try doing that. I was going to say I could swing it around and have like 3 here and 3 here, but nah. Nah, this will be fine. Okay. We are at 2 hours and 16 minutes in the video. We have completed everything that we wanted to do in this video. We have got our rotors being made over here. 100% efficiently on the rotors, actually, which is kind of nice. We have a lot made already. Okay, so how many products do we have? So we have 6 products here. We have 3 products here, so that's 9, 10 products. And that's all just the basic stuff. Okay. So now I need to figure out how we're going to get all of these products up into our storage area, which is going to be running basically this huge block right here. And I think actually partially over here too. So it's all going to be kind of all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But let me check our power usage, and I do want to try to close this one out quickly, because we are over our time. Okay, so power usage, we're still really, really good. Okay, but then again, that's because a lot of the stuff is backed up. So we'll probably be pretty close to this, like maybe down here in this area, 320, 340, if I had to guess. But then even with that, I mean, we're still like super, super good. So yeah, we're good on power for a while. And then I want to see where these show up on the ceiling down there. So let's hop down there again real quick. Just give it a look. Okay, so we're all kind of over there. Actually, this is gonna work out really nicely, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's gonna work out really nicely. Like really, really nicely. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of excited for the next episode. So the one thing that I do want to alter over here with this, I mean, these aren't actually going to go here because I need to put in all of the overflow stuff. So whatever we're making extra just goes to the sink and gives us, you know, tickets. So we'll have to do a little extra. But I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let's see, I need to go this way. And yeah, just walking around this and just looking through here, like everything is so clean up here. Like, and there's just enough variation to make it interesting. Like you look down here and you're not seeing all the way to the other wall. But then like you go over here and it's like everything over here is kind of like all lined up nice and everything too. Until you look down towards the end and you see that something is a little different. But then you go down here and you see that even all of this is nice and even. And then especially if you're looking down this way, I mean, where the walkway is, I mean, it's clear. So yeah, this is probably the nicest factory that I've ever made. And it's all thanks to these little pieces right there. Oh, and the wall-mounted stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one, which might be coming today. I don't know. And I have hiccups right now, so if it sounds like I'm talking weird, that's why. And yeah, this is gonna be kind of fantastic, I think. And actually, I kind of wonder. Well, no, because that had to go first. Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking I could like rearrange these and have that just go straight down that way, but then it's like then you'd have crossing, and this just works out better. Okay, but yeah, that's all I got. See you in the next video. Have a good one.